Hey there friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sohum and today we're going to be doing another triple reaction to the Dave Matthews Band. First we'll be checking out the song Break For It, then we'll follow it up with Dreamed I Killed God, which that title is potentially very contentious, certainly polarizing, but absolutely intriguing. So I'm excited for that one and curious to hear what it's about. And then we'll end the reaction with Blackjack. And interestingly, I've actually never really played blackjack at a casino. Like, I've played it here and there online and with friends. So, you would expect like, oh, I don't really know much about blackjack, but I know so much about counting cards and the strategy and the probability and statistics behind it all. I get lost in like random YouTube rabbit holes from time to time. And it just so happens that learning about blackjack, watching movies about blackjack, was one of them. Poker being another. Absolutely love the strategy involved in that game. But anyways, I could get lost in that sauce. I'm excited to check these songs out today. But before we do jump in, a massive thank you goes to Craig the Kind-Hearted for making this donation request. As always, Craig, thank you so much, my friend. But now, let's jump in.
I am stressed out right now. It's the end of the semester. Grades are due tomorrow. 75% of you guys are failing.
Is this the right video?
My class. Taylor, you have a 0%. I don't even know how that's possible, but you have a 0%. I'm getting pressure from administration to get these grades done and submitted. And I'm just at the
Larry Lexicon. Maybe this is like a skit or something. Dude, I remember I had to teach an online class during COVID. And am I allowed to use that word on YouTube, by the way? Anyways, I had like 90 to 100 students online, and it would be such a struggle to get all of those webcams on. That kind of tells me that this may be a skit, because no way are all of their webcams on. That's just unrealistic.
I don't even know if I can do this anymore. I don't know if I can do this.
Man, Mr. Price seems really stressed out. We should probably do something for him.
We should get Dave Matthews to play this song. We know that calms him down.
Oh my god.
Yeah, true.
If my students did that for me.
You'll love that song.
Ants marching. You know what Mr. Price always says? Deep tracks only.
We should play Break For It. Dave, can you play Break For It?
That's awesome. You summoned Dave. Oh, he's looping himself. Cool. The half-step movement in the bass. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. I love how it's like incrementally building each layer. Oh, that is a DMB riff if I've ever heard one.
Mr. Price. Mr. Price. When the star woke up with a bang, there's too many ghosts in here.
Oh, wow.
Makes me wonder where we'll find peace anywhere. And when you hold me, girl, it all falls far away. Only if I could always feel this way. Can't help but think that come on, let's take a ride.
I love this progression.
Come on, just you and me. Come on, let's make a break for it, baby. Let's make a life of our own desire. Let's make a break for it, baby. Let's run while we can. Let's run while we can. TV's on, turn it off.
Dude, I just know that if my students were to like get Dave Matthews to play a song for me and it was this song, I mean, I would be over the moon. And honestly, just like in 2020, right? I did not know about Dave Matthews. I knew that a lot of artists were coming out with music online and doing the whole remote Zoom thing, trying to still engage their audiences. So like, it is so, I don't want to use the word nostalgic, seeing like the Zoom screen with so many faces on it, because I don't really look at that time like fondly, but it did happen, of course. And I also remember like just when I was teaching in general, I would always like every class session, I would before starting class, we'd just go through the housekeeping stuff, and then I would always give my students a song of the day. So I was giving my recommendations to them, and sometimes they would bring back their own recommendations. Though I never got Dave Matthews because, I guess if you're between the ages of 18 to 22, you probably don't listen to Dave Matthews, which is unfortunate because this is the kind of music you're missing out on.
Let's run while we can. TV's on, turn it off. There's too many lies in there. Makes me wonder, could we find the truth someday? And then you talk to me, and you are the truth I need. I could walk through any door if I could always be so sure. Come on and take a ride.
This is beautiful.
Help but think that come on, just you and me. Come on, let's make a break for it, baby. Let's make a life of our own desires. Let's make a break for it, baby.
You hear the intensity in
Let's
this
run
playing.
while we can. Queen, let's run while we can. Oh, you got me. Oh, you got me. Oh, let's make a break for it, baby. Let's make a life of our own desire. Let's make a break for it, baby. Let's run while we can. My queen, let's run, let's make a break for it, baby. Let's make a life of our own desire. Let's make a break for it, baby. Let's run while we can. My queen, let's run, let's make a break for it, baby.
He ends the loop right there.
Life of our own desires. Let's make a break for it, baby.
Oh, it's delicate.
Let's run while we can. My queen, let's run while we can.
Oh, wow. Dude, it's remarkable that he's able to do that all with one loop. He's adding to it, right? We got like, I think maybe 2.5 minutes of just layer after layer after layer, like that construction process. But then it persisted throughout the remainder of the track. He didn't really, at least visually, we didn't see him hit the foot pedal again, looping anything else. It was just him adding more intensity, him singing the song beautifully. And it's interesting. Well, I would say it's more impressive that he's able to make all of that sound interesting and unique across that 6 minutes of performance, because you could imagine, right, if you have the same exact chord progression, the creative juices eventually run out, because I've come up with all of the possible melodies and rhythms, deliveries that come to my mind. Now, granted, I'm sure this song is, one that he already wrote in the studio and now is just re-performing and maybe re-envisioning in some extent, or to some extent. But to make it still sound interesting through performance, there was no moment of monotony. It was just great. Again, beautiful. It's very hopeful and romantic as well, if you take a look at the meaning there, because it's talking about you and the love of your life running away from it all, which, it put in the context of 2020, that would have been ideal. That would have been the best thing ever. I feel like I lost a year and a half, 2 years of my life and development, and I think a lot of people across the board experienced this. Now, people have argued that the effects of that social distancing period disproportionately affected younger generations, because of course, if humans are social creatures, then to stop and stunt development early on in that regard really sets up the future generations for a lot of unknown trials and tribulations, though everyone still suffered immensely. Man, I feel really happy to have discovered this song, but I also don't like being brought back to those feelings. But at the end of the day, it's the past, so we have to move on and keep listening to the Dave Matthews Band. I think that is a persistent universal truth. So that was the first song. Let's check out the very contentiously titled "Dreamed I Killed God." Let's see.
Thank you all very much.
Looks like it's a blank screen. Let's pull up the lyrics then. Oh, I'm digging this chord progression for sure. Dude, baked into this chord progression is a lot of what I like. I think Craig understands what gets me going. Oh, and the natural harmonics. Yes. Oh, wow. Bartender, please.
I dreamed I killed God and woke up.
Dude, I really like this.
Time drives my mind out of sight of light. No one can see.
Oh, you hear how he's accenting some of these strums. Oh my god. Dude, the dopamine is washing over me entirely.
He was lying, bleeding, wishing she was the only it's passing, I'll free.
Whoa. It's like when I'm listening to this performance, there's moments of intensity and there's moments of, and I don't know if this is the correct terminology, but like auditory phasing where things kind of come in and out. I've used the terminology of like swelling and reverse swelling before. It's not exactly like crescendo, decrescendo. It feels more like something is ripping through the cosmos, peeking its head out, adding its emotion, and then coming back again, closing that rift in space-time. And for a song like this, I feel like that is an apt description, because if you're dreaming about killing God, there's something, let's say, what would the word be? Supernatural about it. To have a dream like that certainly has to mean something. Describing him lying bleeding, wishing, it's only a dream only. Oh, I'll survive, no one can save us, time dries my mind. It's almost like he's becoming calloused somehow, and he's taking out his anger with the world onto God for creation. It's passing. I think that's referring to time. This is a cool song. And I love these natural harmonics. They're like accenting the most visceral part lyrically. So I think we're solidly in the key of E minor, and it sounds like a lot of those natural harmonics, they're happening on the G, so that would be like the minor third interval. Granted, the natural harmonics are fluttering about, but that's one of the ones that is like really sticking out to me. So yeah, I think in terms of like emotion, whenever we're in the minor scale, that's something that's just gonna get to me. And for a song this like lyrically dense, which, you know, I mean, lyrically dense meaning like it's simple lyrics, but you can imbue so much meaning onto this. You can project whatever meaning you think is there. And I know Dave has often even chuckled at the fact that people try to dissect and understand Dave Matthews Band lyrics. He's like, yeah, this song may or may not be about the broken relationship with my father, but it probably isn't, or it is. I wrote this song, whatever. Like, you know, he's very, what would the word be, like foolhardy about his delivery and the meaning of some of his songs. But like a song like this, I can't imagine it doesn't have important meaning. I'll leave it to you guys in the comments to like let me know what you think about this one. But from a musical standpoint, I just super love the minor scale. I love the way those natural harmonics, you don't expect them to happen. And when they do, they really brighten up the mix, because the acoustic guitar, for all intents and purposes, oftentimes sits right in the middle of the mix. If, you know, you looked at the frequencies in any given mix, maybe like the 35 to like 65% range, that tends to be where the acoustic guitar lies. Excuse me. The song was making me tear up, man. My nose starts to get congested. So the acoustic guitar is laying there, and Dave's voice sits comfortably in front of that entirely. So the acoustic guitar never overpowers Dave's singing. But when you get these natural harmonics, it's almost like the stars twinkling above this song, adding this brightness also, like when you think of stars you think of dreaming, so it creates that really interesting cathartic effect, aligning the visual with the audio experience. And it's just a beautiful melody, man. Need I say more? Maybe I should, but I'll probably leave it at that. Dreamed I Killed God, certified banger, which sounds terrible to say, especially if you are a very devout religious person. I have nothing against people who are religious. We'll leave it at that. Let's go. Blackjack. I like to qualify myself as more spiritual than religious. He's gonna start telling us to, like, I don't know, hit on 16 or something. Soft 16. Oh.
Your care, baby. Get a little taste. Get a little taste.
Oh, the bass.
What's one time gonna do to you, girl?
God, Dave's legato delivery works so well with Boyd. Again, some natural harmonics, sort of, we're hearing. Oh. Vibe change. Whoa. That is a super interesting progression. It feels like it continues to, like, fight between being major and minor. That is a cool song. What a melody. This is just a melody that never in a million years could I ever anticipate or come up with myself.
You don't give up, you don't survive, Blackjack. You don't give up, you don't survive, Blackjack. I got you in my head. Oh, no,
When he goes for those notes, rip your voice apart, my friend. Those natural harmonics from Tim. Oh, the layering from the horns. Oh, that's a cool riff. There's a lot of a lot of things happening in this mix, but I don't know if you've noticed this song you can count in triplets: 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. So every riff that's being played over the top of that either is like in some kind of like polyrhythm feel against that triplet, or it's in line with it, which is crazy because it feels so digestible to me, which I wouldn't have ever expected to like get to a point where hearing like a unique, because I feel like, you know, triplet flows aren't as popular in a lot of pop music. So I never thought I would get to a point where hearing it would just be very intuitive to me. But if I were to strum along to this on guitar, I would find out very quickly that this is in triplets, because for whatever reason my strumming I can do really well in subdivisions divisible by 2. It's harder for me to do those subdivisions when they're divisible by 3. This is a divisible by 3 kind of song. Wow. Tim against the horns is a crazy pairing.
Thank you very much.
Wow. I feel like Blackjack is one of those songs that it's not obvious at all, but it's so remarkably catchy that it's only Dave Matthews who could have a sound like this and make it sound interesting. I really don't know how to describe it other than that. And I do believe the time signature changed again. So in the beginning, I think we did have a 4/4, and then we switched later into that triplet groove where now you have Dave singing along, screaming along, and then later followed up by Tim just riffing up and down, and Rashawn and Jeff just playing their little like syncopated riff, I guess. I guess you would call it a phrase or lick, I don't know. Sometimes I get all those three confused, by the way. Phrase, lick, riff. Like, when do I use which term? You know, anyways, I'll figure that out on my own time. I really like all three of these songs today. I think they all had a bit of, I guess, darkness to them all, which is cool. I love the minor scale. But interestingly, with Blackjack, we walked that fine line of my camera turning off. We walked that fine line of the major feel and the minor feel. So it feels like whenever you walk up that riff and walk down that initial riff that we heard, you could end up anywhere. And if they did decide to go like full prog rock or metal or whatever they wanted to do, you could take something like that and jump off in a million different creative directions, therefore really confusing the average listener. This one, despite it being like a weird kaleidoscope of a song, it still exists in the Dave Matthews solar system. It's like one of those planets that you go visit from time to time and you enjoy your stay, but I don't know if I could listen to this all the time, if that makes sense. I could probably listen more to Dreamed I Killed God and Break For It more frequently than I could Blackjack. That probably is just due to the complexity, but it's a unique experience. Like, you just have to go. It's one of those kind of songs. But yeah, that's what that's what I took away from these ones today. I hope you enjoyed my reaction. If you did and would like to make a request yourself, you can do so by clicking the first link in the description box below. But as always, my friends, have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.